Hey guys, welcome to the Week in DSP. This is for the week of April 6th, 2020. This is going to be a short video because my week is turning out to be really hectic, so I unfortunately do not have a whole lot of time. There's not a whole lot that happened, especially in comparison to the week that we're going through right now, where there's been a lot of reveals in the DSP universe. Again, this series has always been just a catch up for people, and it also kind of serves as an archive to say these are the events that happened this month, this week, this year, so that way people can look back on the years in DSP and go, wow, this is what this scumbag was doing. First things first is April 6th is DSP's official birthday. The pig is now 38 years old. DSP celebrated by specifically playing Animal Crossing because there is a birthday party for the character in game if it is your birthday. So DSP got gifted cupcakes in the game, he got to swing at a piñata, and all the while he was wearing his vest because he got over $100, which I wouldn't be too upset about. It is his birthday, you knew people were going to wail out and want to make him feel good on his birthday, and he was expecting it too, which is kind of shitty, but you know how it is. And he started to eat some cake, which looked strangely suspicious, like the cake from 2 years ago when he last ate it on camera. So not only did Kat make the exact same cake that she made for him before, but she made it just as bad in that DSP could not eat it all in one go. He ate it throughout the night and he did not finish his plate. Whereas 2 years ago, he took time out of his gameplay for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to focus on eating the cake and was moaning and groaning the whole time about how good it supposedly was while chugging down a bottle of water after every bite. We got the same story again this year. DSP talking about how fucking great this cake was and then chugging down water after every single bite. Now, if you guys remember from last week in DSP was supposed to file a motion to, fight back against MidFirst's request to lift the automatic stay on the bankruptcy so they could continue foreclosing on the Connecticut condo. Well, DSP did not make a move on that, and now it's been officially granted by the judge that MidFirst Bank may now pursue foreclosure on the Connecticut condo. Now, I'm not sure how things might proceed or what will happen if they do proceed. He's going to be fighting for his bankruptcy at the same time MidFirst is going to move the foreclosure forward. So DSP won't get to tackle one and then the other. If MidFirst forecloses before DSP's bankruptcy is finished, they get to throw in more debt in there that I don't think can be discharged, in which case it might go into a lien on the Washington condo, which, again, I don't know how that might exactly affect his bankruptcy. My understanding is if he has enough exemption left over in the Washington condo, they can put a lien on, but they can't force a sale on the Washington condo, but they can petition for one if he's not forced to sell it in the Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now, a lien just means that MidFirst Bank would owe a flat dollar amount of DSP's Washington condo, which would mean if he were ever to sell it after Uncle Sam, because government gets their money first guaranteed every time if there's a government lien on his house, say for tax reasons, then the next people who get the money first, before it even gets to DSP's pocket, would be MidFirst Bank. So if he gets foreclosed on and he ends up owing $30,000, $40,000, $60,000 on the Connecticut condo when it short sells, they can put that full dollar amount as a lien on the Washington condo. And if he sells the Washington condo, then he has to pay MidFirst Bank off first before he gets any of that money. And where that's really going to hurt him is if the house suddenly starts to lose a lot of value. Again, if the same story plays out like it did with the Connecticut condo. Feel free to correct me if I got anything wrong in the comments section about liens and foreclosing. Again, this is new to me and I'm learning as I go along. And I'm sure there's people who are much more intimately familiar with the process than I am. Now, on Saturday, we had DSP playing Morrowind. And I don't know the fucking context because I've not played Morrowind myself. But there's a tribute to someone or something either in game or to a developer outside of the game, but it's referenced in the game. But long story short, DSP uses it as a moment to cry and remind him of T. Carter.
And now I feel really fucking sad. Now I'm tearing up because I thought about T. See, I told you. How many years later is this? Seriously, it was like the late 90s. Over 20 years later, I'm still sad about losing it. The pain doesn't really go away, you know? And I'm crying on stream like a baby. Jeez. Yes, everyone get that clip and, of course, make fun of me for laughing because of the friend that I lost when I was in high school, of course. Anyway, I'm sorry that I now I feel like shit. Like my nose is all congested, and this is terrible. I'm going to have to blow my nose now. All right, well, Kitty tipped $1.
Who knew DSP could actually feel sad for someone other than himself? And it's real interesting that he brings this up on stream, and then later when he publishes the video, he uses him crying about his dead friend from high school as clickbait for the title in a monetized video. This is nothing new for DSP, but this just shows the level of scumbaggery that this dude engages in. You guys might remember last year when Etika passed away, DSP was quick to monetize Etika's death and then use it for troll shielding, saying that Etika had killed himself because of memes and that people should not meme or make fun of him anymore because otherwise he might go to a dark place, aka suicide baiting, which is a tactic that I fucking hate. There was a guy in the fighting game community that DSP used to play with or know that I think Howard or Rambo had reached out to DSP to let him know that he had passed away. DSP ignored the texts and then made a monetized video about his friend. I believe DSP has monetized every video about every wrestler that's passed away. And I think, and I might be stretching a little bit here, he did make a comment or have a pre-stream dedicated to Robin Williams, and of course puts that in the title of a monetized video. I mean, if DSP felt bad about his friend, and he still might feel bad about his friend, I don't know, I can't read his mind, but he was more worried about his appearance, about crying on camera, and he immediately ended the clip with going straight into reading tips, probably to cheer himself up. That's the biggest boost of energy DSP can get. It's like ambrosia to him. It gets him right back into the groove back, getting that vibe back when he reads that he's getting money. But also the sincerity is lost too when you clickbait the pre-stream title with the event, and it's not even the pre-stream title, the gameplay stream title with you crying about your friend and then still monetizing the video. Now, the last bit I wanted to talk about real quick was DSP had a few new mods in. A couple were temporary mods, and I guess a couple, or maybe one, was a new mod that made it out of the trial program. And this is an important bit to talk about what I'm going to get into next week for catch up, which a lot of people are talking about currently while I'm recording this. And I gotta let you know, it was really tough for me to not just drop this video and go straight into talking about what happened this week already. I mean, the birthday week, it's DSP's birthday week. DSP celebrated his birthday for a week. It's absolutely pitiful and hilarious at the same time. But the gold dust that dropped next week during the week of the 13th is enough to sink DSP. I mean, it's crazy. I'll of course talk about it on the restream, but as a cliffhanger to what's going to happen, Sunday night, one of the mods, without seemingly rhyme or reason or any explanation given, Dr. S Gangsta 141 was removed from the mod list on the DSP Gaming Twitch channel. Now, this is before any of the gold dust had dropped, so I wonder if anything happened behind the scenes with Dr. Gangster and DSP that led to Dr. S Gangsta to post what he eventually leaked to Kiwi Farms. And I'll leave it at that. You guys might get spoiled in the comment section about what happens, but feel free to let me know what you guys thought about this week in DSP. As always, thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you in the next streamer video. And real quick, I'll apologize again for this one being short. Outside of the birthday and the crying, not a whole lot going on this week. But I'll definitely make it up to you the week of the 13th because holy shit, what we got leaked is not just gold dust, it's fucking gold bars, guys. It's really good. If you watch other Detractor channels on YouTube, they probably cover more of the up-to-date stuff. You probably already know what's already come out. but I'll recap it during next week's video, and it's going to be really good. All right, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will chat at you later.